So now you're following the host or hostess into the restaurant and to be shown to your table. And in my experience, I've found that sometimes they'll ask you, of course, if there's tables available, like, is this table okay? Or is here okay? And I know some of my Chinese friends have said that, oh, they only ask that of foreigners, at least in Hong Kong, going into a restaurant. They'll never be that nice to us, to like a Chinese speaker. But in my opinion, sometimes I think that they do that because they want to avoid complaints later that they might not know how to handle. So they're going to make sure that your table's okay, and that kind of lets them off the hook for any, concern later that if something comes up and then they have to move you, it's a lot more trouble. So they'd better make sure in the beginning that your table's okay. So what you're going to hear if that comes up is, uh, 呢度好唔好？呢度好唔好? And that's asking you literally, 呢度 is here, your 好 is okay or good, and 唔好, repeating it there for the question, is this good or not good? Is this okay, basically? Or you might hear, is this table okay? In which case they would be saying, 呢張, 兩個 both are high tone, 呢張台 台 again is your table. So 張 is your measure word for a table. And so that's why you're going to be hearing your li is this, 張 measure word, 台 is table. 呢張台. And here's a bit of English thrown in here. At least in Hong Kong, it's very common to hear people say, oh, okay, right? Which is basically your question of okay, right? Oh, okay. So 呢張台, oh, okay, is what you might hear. And you're going to have, again, a choice of two answers. It's going to be a yes or no question. So you're either going to say, yes, thank you, in which case you'd probably be saying, okay, or repeating your ho, like good, yeah, good, it's fine. Ho, 唔該, your 唔該 again is your thank you. And if you say no, that's where it can get a little bit more complicated. So you'd be saying, well, usually you wouldn't say like just a flat out no, right? Mho. You're not going to say that. You're just going to launch into what maybe you're suggesting. If you see another table that you prefer, you could say, what about there? And of course, you'd probably be pointing, right? What about over there? And that would be your 嗰度. 嗰 is going to be your there, and 嗰度 is there. Okay, so 嗰度得唔得? Now your 得 is your okay in Cantonese, literally. So 得唔得 is going to be another way I put same here, right? It's same as okay, 得唔得? All right, so you're going to hear that too. They could ask you as well, like 呢張台得唔得? Right? And then you just say 得 if it's okay or 好. So actually, I should put that in here. You could reply with 得, yeah, 得, okay. So what about there? 嗰度得唔得? And then they might reply like that, and then okay, right? Or you might want to say more precisely, no, but what about that one, meaning that table? And then you'd be replying with your 嗰張, meaning your 張 is your measure word again for table. So you don't need to repeat the table unless you want to. You could say 嗰張台, 嗰張台得唔得? Or oh, I'm okay, 嗰張 I'm okay. And then they would say like, oh, okay, okay. And they might say some other words as well, like no problem or up to you. So no problem, if you hear this, it's going to be 冇問題, right? 冇問題. And you might then hear like 隨便. 隨便 is up to you, as you wish, as you like, right? Up to you, 隨便. And you might hear one of those two. So they might say like, because you're asking the question now, right? 嗰度得唔得? 嗰度得唔得? And then they might say 得, right? 得冇問題. 得隨便, okay? Or 嗰張 I'm okay? Okay, 冇問題. Okay, 隨便. Okay, so those are things that you're going to hear. Let's take a look at what you're going to say and just make sure you get the tones right, okay? So you're going to be saying, let's see, yes and thank you, right? Or good. Ho, it's the mid-rising ho, and then your low tone guy, ho, guy. This is going to be your there, okay? You'd be saying the mid-rising 嗰度, low tone, 嗰度, right? just make sure your voice is like go, do, and then high tone da, da, okay? Go, do, da, da, okay? And then what about that one? Now you're going to be mid-rising to high, so you're go jung, high tone, okay, okay. And then you're no problem. You could say that too in answer to that. Like, is this one okay? Ah, 冇問題. You could say that as well, of course. So you'd be saying low rising, 冇, low tone, 問, down for 題. 冇問題. Okay? 冇問題 is your no problem. And you probably wouldn't be saying up to you to them, but that would be your low falling, 隨, and then mid rising, 扁, 隨扁. Okay? I hope this helps and gets you the table that you want.